Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to your weekly tarot reads with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. So for those of you that are long time subbies, that are my ride or dies, my Radiant Nation, you know I used to do these. I did these for a very long time and then stopped to have a break and a hiatus, and many people were very upset by that fact. You know, if anything, it was very endearing for me to know that I was so missed and that I helped so many of you get your housework done. Not sure how I feel about that, but you know, anyway, so this is just a little reintroduction. So if you are, that's for those of you that already know who I am. For those of you that are new subbies, for those of you that are new to the channel, I am Raphael. I am a tarot reader who uses astrology, numerology, and energy work. That is kind of like my whole sort of mix of tricks, tips, tools of my trade, let's say. You know, I like to think that I've developed a pretty natural and unique style of the way that I do things. So I will, for the time being anyway, be offering you weekly readings again, along with a whole bunch of other amazing goodies that I have to come. For those of you that are already a part of the Radiant Nation, you know I love you for it. Thank you for your time and your patience, and thank you for allowing me to take a break from doing something that I love but had been doing for a very long time and needed a little bit of a break from. So with that said, now that you know who I am and what I do, you can get a personal reading from me. You'll always be able to find all of that stuff in the description. With that said, stay tuned and we will get into your personal reading. Hi Libra, welcome to your first in a bit, right? It's been a while. We're not gonna lie. It's been a while, right? So welcome to your weekly tarot scope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. I just want to say to those of you that are continued subbies, you know Rafi loves you. I've totally missed you too. I really have. And also for those of you that are new to my channel, and all of you really, please don't forget to like the video, share the video with somebody that you feel like might get something out of it. There are 12 signs, so you can share another one. It really does help the channel. It helps me grow, and it helps me kind of get my work out there a bit more. So I would appreciate you so much if you could do that. If you could like, share, and if you should so choose and this resonates and you're a newbie, hit the subscribe button. Remember, these are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody. That is just fine. Always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So, for your key to the week. All right, I bet you have you missed me spontaneously breaking out into song? Your key to the week is the Sun card. Look at this. Another sign had this. I think it was actually Gemini, I think, had this as well, right? So basically the message behind getting the Sun card as your key to the week is the challenges you're going to experience this week are likely to pass with relative ease and without a blip. What's also amazing about this is whatever blessings do find their way to you this week, you're likely not to feel the effects. With the blessings, they're likely to be bigger than they would be. So this is definitely a great week in that regard. All right, let's have a look at the different sectors of your life. There are likely to be blessings in all of these areas as well, and for a select few of you, it does look like there is some brighter days ahead, which is wonderful. So for your first card out, you have the Son of Pentacles. So this is the Knight of Pentacles in this deck. And you know, ultimately the Knight of Pentacles message is nothing comes immediately, but everything comes over time. And when it comes to your actions, it looks like this is a week where you are putting more effort in, you're putting more hard work in. But the Sun card basically says you're gonna get a taster. There's a little something there that you're getting from the universe to say, yes, this is the right way. You've got to keep going. You have to stay on the path. It is the Knight of Pentacles, which means it's not paying out just yet, but it will. All right, and the results will be good, and we know that because we've got the Sun card. Now, the other thing with this that I want you to be really aware of, the Page of Pentacles on a practical level actually represents your car or your vehicle. So if you've had problems, challenges or issues, or you put your car in for repair this week, it looks like you've got good news. In terms of options that are available to you, if you need a new car, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody gifts you one or says to you, look, I'm selling mine, but because I know you, I would like to give it to you cheaper than that. There is a gift here somewhere, and your ruling planet Venus is direct. Mercury has come direct this week as well, which is fantastic. So good things all round. Now, when it comes to your oh, come on, brain. When it comes to your communications and conversations, you have the Fool card. So this is your work, your professional sphere, new things, new places, new people, new energies. Love this for you, right? And especially because you've got the Sun card here as well. So this is connecting with new people through work that actually are really good for your professional sphere. If you are studying or in some form of academia, for those of you that are literally stepping into your first year of studies, it's going to be great. It's going to start with a bang. For those of you going back to your studies after the summer holidays, this is wonderful because you go in, you feel refreshed, you feel recharged, and it's like you're going in at the same, if not a better level than when you left, right? It's like you haven't missed a beat, and I love, love, love it. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, look, you've got this Knight of Pentacles here. You're starting a new project with work, right? And what I love most about this, it looks like a lot of you are either going to be given some position of leadership. Maybe you are taking the lead on this. Maybe they're switching over the guard in some kind of sense, right? And so what they're saying is, actually, we'd like to put you in charge of this. You're doing new things, you're meeting new people through the course of the duties that you do, but this is working on some bigger or new larger project that's coming in through the work. When it comes to those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, this is potentially international connections, but definitely new connections, ones that are going to be around for a long time to come. And this is really important, and the reason it's important is because the Fool card is the new. The Knight of Pentacles says, you know, this is just the start of it. So when we blend these two cards together, it's like whatever you're doing it for the long term. So make good use of this. For those of you that are retired and no longer working, it looks like you found a new vocation. So something to fill your time that feels blessed, aligned, happy, and awesome. When it comes to your love and relations, you've got the Seven of Swords. Okay, so look, not the easiest of cards. When it comes to the love life, it does suggest that maybe you don't have all the facts or the information, or that the information that you're getting is either outdated or outmoded. Now, for those of you that are single but toying around with getting back with or going back to an ex, I urge you to consider this. I do feel like there's maybe meant to be a reconnection, and maybe it will come with all the feels, maybe it will come with all the sexy. But quite frankly, I don't feel like, unless you can, because the Fool card is here, all right? So let's temper this a little bit. I have to be mindful because, you know, I'm very hard-headed. And I have, just like everybody else, I got some strong opinions about me. So, okay, let's reframe this. If you are reconnecting with an ex this week, if this person has genuinely, because we all change, we all got, you know, I'm definitely not the same person I was in my 20s. Good Lord, thank you, Jesus, for everybody, including me. Right, like, jokes aside, if this person has genuinely shifted or changed, and you know yourself to have genuinely shifted and changed, if there is a reconnection, I am going to say, because of the Knight of Pentacles element to this, it will likely carry on longer than just a fling. You have to decide if this is a path that you want to retread, because if you do so, you're going to be retreading it for a while. So I will say that. Because it's the Seven of Swords, I don't think that, it's not even so much that this person is lying or that there's nothing that you know. I don't think you're fully aware of how much of a rock bottom this person might have hit. And maybe that's what made them a better person in some regard. So just something to think about. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, that Seven of Swords with the Fool card, there could be something here that you missed because you weren't really paying attention. And it may be that your partner says something to you, or they do something and you're like, why are you doing that? And you're like, and they're like, we talked about this. We said we were going to do this, right? I gotta be honest, I do feel like maybe the time that they picked to have the conversation was strategic. So I have this thing, like I'm a total morning person, right? So whenever I'm in a relationship or in a partnership, I know that in the morning I can get what I want. If somebody asks me anything after 10 p.m., I'm useless. I will give you whatever you ask for just to shut you up and get you to leave me alone. This kind of it's not a manipulation per se. I do, however, feel like it was a strategic moment to ask for a certain thing. And because you've said yes already, you know, maybe it causes some kind of tension. Possibly. For your money and material, I don't know what's going on in the money sector this week. Everybody got basically good money cards. So I'm kind of like, okay, there's clearly something going on. Listen, I'm here for it. Rain down on me. Sorry, I'm clearly having a moment and having way too much enjoyment bringing these back. So there you go. So you've got the 9 of Cups in terms of your money and materials. This does suggest that a financial goal or endeavor that you've been looking to move ahead with absolutely has all of the chances of success that you're looking for. You've got the Sun, the 9 of Cups, and the Fool card. That is a new path that you are treading when it comes to your finances that is A, very lucrative, B, very much aligned with where you see yourself going. There's that Knight of Pentacles at the top, right? And then with the 7 of Swords here, there's going to be a moment where you may falter in your belief and you might say to yourself, well, you know, this is just a moment of good luck. This is just a moment of ... It's like, you know, sometimes when things go well or good for us, even though we've worked for it, we convince ourselves it's a fluke. You're being encouraged and invited to adapt or change that idea or mindset this week, all right? When it comes to your physical health and vitality, the 9 of Cups actually represents healing. And because you've got this with the Fool card and the Sun card, I kind of like, no, not kind of, I like this for definitive answers around problems or issues that you've had on a physical health journey. And it does suggest that you are not only turning a corner, like you're genuinely seeing the light now, which is great. I love this. And it's not, you know, before anybody jokes, it's not the light at the end of the tunnel. Like this is, you're seeing some really good healing come through where you can actually start to live your life the way that you did prior to this. If you don't have any illnesses or anything like that, this could literally be that you're starting to see the results of hard work and effort that you've been putting in. Now that 7 of Swords does tell me something else in this mix when we're talking about your health. If you are seeing progress from your diet or your workouts because you've been severely undercutting, you've got away with that up until now. Don't push it any further, otherwise you're going to end up doing yourself an injury. You're going to end up sabotaging your progress for trying to get ahead faster than is usual. All right. Now, finally, when it comes to your home and environment, the 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups is nice for home because it suggests that there is potentially you mending a familial tie, but it could just as easily be that you're telling somebody what you think or know they want to hear for an easy life. This set of eclipses bouncing back and forth between Aries and Libra is going to change that for you, Libra. All right, so something that you need to be really, really mindful of. And I'm very aware that I keep saying, all right, it's very annoying. Anyway, with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up for you. Take care, and I'll see you soon.